Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. The movie begins in Colombia. The notorious drug dealer Diego Paulo is surrounded by armed guards at his lavish home, aware of the many enemies he's made in his illegal trade. His security measures prove futile when a sniper takes aim, ending his life with a single shot. Meanwhile, in an American soldier's cemetery, sniper Brandon Beckett mourns a fallen comrade. His superior, Major Richard Miller, approaches him with a new mission: to investigate a series of murders in Colombia, suspected to be the work of a skilled sniper. Brandon accepts the assignment and heads to Colombia, where he delves into the dangerous world of drug cartels and assassination plots. As he follows the trail of the mysterious sniper, he uncovers a web of deceit and danger that threatens not only his mission but also his own life. In Bogotá, he joins the investigation team led by a determined sergeant. The case revolves around the elusive drug lord Jesus Morales, suspected of orchestrating a series of murders, targeting rival dealers. Morales, a fugitive for a decade, is believed to have hired a skilled sniper for these killings. During the briefing, Kate Estrada, a leader from the Drug Enforcement Administration, reveals crucial information: Morales is hiding in a remote farmhouse outside the city. Urgency grips the room as Estrada plans an immediate ambush, determined to capture Morales before he slips away once more. With Santiago as his assistant, Brandon is tasked with the role of sniper, protecting the DEA team from a distance during the operation. As he immerses himself in the mission files, Brandon prepares for the high-stakes showdown that could bring down the dangerous drug lord once and for all. As the mission unfolds, Brandon and Santiago position themselves as snipers in the forest, keeping a vigilant eye on Estrada's team approaching Morales' hideout. Estrada's team opts for a covert route to avoid detection by Morales' forces, while back at headquarters, the sergeant monitors the operation via satellite. The tension rises when John Sampson, a special agent from the Department of Homeland Security, joins the monitoring efforts. In the field, Estrada's team closes in on Morales' house, ready for the planned ambush. With all the troops in position, the first team moves to strike. Suddenly, chaos erupts as a bomb detonates, claiming the lives of several team members. In the forest, a mysterious sniper takes aim at Estrada's forces, targeting Pablo, one of her most trusted partners. The first shot wounds Pablo, and as Estrada rushes to his aid, another deadly shot pierces the air. With shock and urgency gripping the team, Brandon and the others emerge from hiding, assessing the situation. Brandon realizes Morales has orchestrated a deadly trap, suspecting the sniper who took Pablo's life to be a skilled professional. Precision in the shots and the unusual ammunition used suggest. In the aftermath, a somber meeting convenes. They analyze the situation, all in agreement that Morales had insider knowledge of their plan. Determined to avenge their fallen comrade and bring justice, the team regroups, preparing for a dangerous game of cat and mouse with the cunning drug lord. At night, Santiago and Brandon settle into the DEA dormitory to prepare for their mission. While making their way to their rooms, they take precautions against a potential sniper attack, scouting the perimeter. Meanwhile, Brandon learns from past mistakes and gains insight into the mysterious sniper's tactics. Elsewhere, Estrada copes with the loss of her colleague and seeks solace at a nightclub, only to encounter harassment from a man. She swiftly defends herself and meets with Carlos, who reveals critical information about Morales. Carlos warns Estrada to steer clear of Morales' upcoming ambush, orchestrated by a notorious sniper known as El Diablo. Despite the danger, she is determined to pursue the mission, driven by vengeance for her fallen comrade. Carlos promises to support her efforts, while advising caution. Meanwhile, Brandon detects signs of the sniper's presence, and readies his rifle atop the dormitory. As tensions escalate, El Diablo takes a keen interest in eliminating Brandon. A deadly duel ensues, showcasing the sniper's skill and the unique technology behind his bullets. The next day, Brandon, Estrada and their superior confer with Richard, who reveals the origins of El Diablo's advanced weaponry, sourced from the United States Department of Defense. With the stakes higher than ever, the team braces for a showdown with El Diablo, armed with newfound knowledge and determination to bring justice. In the heart of Bogotá, Morales holds court at his headquarters, a den of gritty camaraderie among the city's toughest thugs. Amidst the haze of cigarette smoke and clinking billiard balls, tension brews as Morales finds himself on the losing end of a high-stakes pool game, against Manolo, one of his trusted enforcers. The air grows heavy with menace as Morales, known for his quick temper, levels his gun at Manolo, the winner of the game, sending shivers through the room. Victor, another member of Morales' inner circle, watches with a mix of fear and apprehension, as his boss seems poised to make good on his threats. However, Morales' sudden change of heart, claiming it is all in jest, offers little comfort to the trembling men in the room. The atmosphere remains taut, as Morales receives word that Brandon and Estrada, two troublesome figures from his past, are still breathing. Determined to tie up loose ends, he makes his way through the dimly lit corridors of his stronghold, his mind already plotting the demise of his adversaries. In a darkened room, Morales seeks out El Diablo, but his meeting with El Diablo takes a dangerous turn when he finds himself staring down the barrel of a gun, the hitman demanding payment for services rendered. Ever the cunning strategist, he refuses to part with his money, citing Brandon and Estrada's continued existence as reason enough. Across town, Estrada, Brandon and their trusted ally Santiago, a former cop turned reluctant vigilante, embark on a perilous mission to uncover El Diablo's secrets. A timely tip from Carlos, a well-connected informant, leads them to the doorstep of El Diablo's girlfriend, their only lead in the hunt for the elusive assassin. As they race through the city streets in a taxi, their senses on high alert, fate intervenes in the form of a thunderous crash. A speeding truck careens into their vehicle at a busy intersection, sending shards of glass and twisted metal flying. Before they can regain their bearings, Morales' henchmen descend upon them, gunfire echoing in the chaos of the night. Trapped in a deadly crossfire, Santiago valiantly fights back, but a well-aimed bullet from Morales' men finds its mark, shattering the fragile peace of the night. As Santiago falls, his life slipping away in a haze of pain and betrayal, Estrada and Brandon are left reeling, their mission now fraught with even greater danger and uncertainty. The city of Bogotá, a battleground for the ruthless and the righteous alike, seems poised on the brink of an all-out war. As Brandon remains preoccupied with the relentless attacks targeting them, Estrada, driven by a sense of urgency, takes matters into her own hands. Without a word to Brandon, she ventures alone to El Diablo's girlfriend's residence, intent on uncovering the assassin's secrets. However, her bold move does not go unnoticed. Upon arriving at the house, she finds herself face to face with Manolo and his menacing band of thugs, standing guard like silent sentinels. Undeterred by the odds stacked against her, she attempts to force her way inside, only to be swiftly surrounded by the formidable group. A fierce struggle ensues as Estrada fights tooth and nail to break free, but the sheer numbers of her assailants soon overwhelm her. Just when it seems all hope is lost, Brandon, ever vigilant and resourceful, arrives in the nick of time. Together, they manage to turn the tide, wresting control from Manolo's grasp. Their search of the premises yields a crucial clue, a necklace bearing El Diablo's image, a vital piece in their puzzle. With the prized photograph in hand, Brandon wastes no time. He swiftly dispatches the image to Sargent and Sampson stationed at headquarters, urging them to identify the mysterious sniper. Aware of the dangerous game they are playing, Brandon and Estrada make a calculated decision to go off the grid temporarily, hiding in the shadows, as they dig deeper into El Diablo's murky world. Their caution stems from a chilling realization: they suspect Morales has infiltrated government agencies, potentially compromising their every move. To smoke out the traitor within, they turn to their informant, Carlos, seeking insights into the nefarious dealings that connect Morales to the corridors of power. However, Carlos can offer no concrete leads on the puppet master pulling the strings from the shadows. Undeterred, Brandon and Estrada devise a risky gambit, to eliminate one by one the influential figures complicit in Morales' drug empire. This audacious move draws mixed reactions from their allies. While Sampson sees it as a necessary evil to lure Morales into the open, others voice concerns over the chaos it may unleash. Meanwhile, Morales, seething with fury at the loss of his confidants, seeks out El Diablo with a deadly proposition. Desperate for revenge, he offers a hefty sum to the sniper, urging him to eliminate Brandon and Estrada without delay. El Diablo wastes no time, gathering his forces with Manolo's assistance, and preparing for the lethal mission ahead. As night descends like a shroud over the city, El Diablo orchestrates a trap, using Carlos as bait to draw out his prey. The sight of Carlos hanging lifelessly from a tree sends shockwaves through Estrada, her instinct to rescue him warring with Brandon's caution. Sensing the danger, Brandon intervenes, convincing her of the deadly trap awaiting them. With nerves of steel, he takes aim with his rifle, severing the rope, just as El Diablo's finger tightens on the trigger. A moment of tense silence follows, shattered by the crack of gunfire, as El Diablo, thwarted in his plan, delivers a fatal shot to Carlos. The next day, amidst somber funeral rites for their fallen comrade, Brandon's sharp eyes catch Victor, Morales' right-hand man, acting suspiciously. Determined to unravel the remaining threads of Morales' web, he sets his sights on Victor, coaxing him to betray his boss in the wake of Carlos' murder. Reluctant at first, Victor eventually relents, his loyalty shaken by Morales' callous disregard for Carlos' life. With Victor's insider information in hand, the DEA mobilizes swiftly, launching a coordinated ambush on Morales' stronghold. The operation unfolds with precision, catching Morales off guard, as he is swiftly apprehended by the waiting authorities. His reign of terror has come to a dramatic end, culminating in his extradition to Miami, to face trial at the hands of the United States Attorney's Office. Meanwhile, El Diablo, ever the elusive phantom, slips through the cracks of law enforcement, arriving in Miami under a false identity, and evading capture once more. The city breathes a cautious sigh of relief as one chapter closes, but the shadow of El Diablo lingers ominously on the horizon, a reminder that the pursuit of justice is far from over. In the midst of preparations to transport Morales to the prosecutor's office, Brandon encounters Richard, who unveils a cutting-edge smart bullet developed by the military. Richard reveals that the bullet surpasses the technology used by El Diablo, a former soldier-turned-assassin who allegedly stole a cache of such bullets. Meanwhile, El Diablo sets up his sniper gear in an airport room, tasked by a government figure to eliminate Morales, before he exposes their involvement in illegal activities. As Morales is escorted to a waiting car, Brandon clarifies to his team that this Morales is actually part of a decoy convoy, while the real one will be transported separately. Observing from a distance, Brandon and Estrada monitor El Diablo's location. When El Diablo receives Morales' whereabouts, he shifts his target to a white van, mistakenly believing Morales to be inside. In a coordinated effort, he and his gunmen attack the van, only to find it empty and remotely controlled. Seizing the opportunity, Brandon utilizes the smart bullet to eliminate El Diablo. Meanwhile, the real Morales survives unscathed. The revelation exposes Samson's complicity in the drug trade, prompting an enraged reaction from Estrada, who strikes him upon hearing his callous justification. As the dust settles and Samson is apprehended, Richard commends Brandon and Estrada for their role in resolving the case. With justice served, Estrada departs with Brandon, marking the end of the ordeal. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Turn on the notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out.